Yo, welcome back guys. After my last Riftwalker farming video, I saw the comments.
Too hard. Ice cubes again. Melee swap again.
Alright, I hear you. You want something easy? Let me show you what easy actually means. Pretty strong, isn't it? No rotations, no aim, no complicated setup. All you need is a bike and one button. And congratulations, you're farming the king. Alright, then let's move on to the build. Let's start with calibration. For the G17 object, I'm using rapid shot style with elemental damage. For the secondary weapon, we're using Bingo. We mainly use it at the end to apply vulnerability to the boss. For Bingo calibration, you can also use rapid shot style with either crit rate or weak spot damage. Honestly, it doesn't really matter here. For the key gear piece, we're using Viper Mask. The way this mask works is simple. The bigger the range of your bomb, the stronger the explosion becomes. Since we're not really shooting normally, and we don't stack the savior set, we use 4 pieces of Treacherous instead, because it works all the time. And for the last piece, we use 1 piece of Renegade for extra reload speed. For the Deviant, I'm using Voodoo Doll. She applies status vulnerability and weapon damage vulnerability to enemies, and she also deals pretty decent AoE damage by herself. Now let's move on to mods. On G17 object, I'm using Supercharge to boost the bomb damage. Yes, this mod does not work on the pistol throws, but it works really well on the boss if you shoot a little bit at the start. On Bingo, I'm using Vulnerability Amplifier to apply an additional 8% vulnerability to the boss. For the helmet, we use Deviation Expert for more status damage. On the mask, we run Pinpoint Strike to increase bomb damage. For the chest, I'm using Lunar Ardent Shield for extra survivability. On the pants, we use Elemental Resonance with the Downstar suffix for elemental damage. For the gloves, we run Elemental Overload with the Arrow suffix, also for elemental damage. And for the boots, Rush Hour with the Downstar suffix. These are the skins I'm using on my gear. Now let's move on to accessories. I'm using Tactical Flash Hider, Light Reflex Sight, Integrated Laser Sight, and Golden Magazine. And for ammo, we're using Pistol AP ammo. For drinks, I'm using Whimsical Drink and Stardust Mushroom Soup. For food, we go with Surprise Spring Roll and Popcorn. These are the cradles I'm using. Now, let's talk about farming Arrow Downstar legendary boxes. First, you need to increase your guaranteed drop chance above 1%. You can do this by clearing Forsaken Giant on Pro difficulty around 80 times. I already have a video on the channel showing how to farm him in 12 seconds. After you have the percentage, you can start farming the gravity platform. The important part is this: your guaranteed drop chance increases even if you don't claim the reward. After the rewards drop on the ground, open your mod menu and check if the guaranteed crate is inside the reward. If your percentage drops back down and becomes lower again, that means the golden crate is in that reward, and at that point, you can safely loot it. And that's it, guys. If you liked the build and the breakdown, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time.